Loki is a well-known character from Norse mythology, who's often seen as a playful troublemaker among the gods. Even though he comes from a family of giants, he's found his place living among the gods because he's really clever and has a way with words. However, his idea of fun sometimes leads to trouble. Today, I'll share stories about the chaos Loki is famous for causing. The death of Baldr. In one of the most well-known tales from Norse mythology, we have the tragic story of Baldr's death. Loki found out that the god Baldr could be hurt only by mistletoe. He tricked Baldr's blind brother into shooting an arrow made of mistletoe, which sadly ended up killing Baldr, leaving all the gods in mourning. The seduction of the horse. Then there's a wild story about a bet between the gods and some giants. The gods had made a deal for the giants to build a wall, and they didn't want the giants to finish on time. So, Loki came up with a clever plan. He turned into a beautiful horse to distract the giants' horses and led them into the forest. Because of this trick, the giants couldn't finish the wall in time, and the gods won the bet. The birth of Sleipnir. Now, get this, the fastest horse in all of Norse myths. Sleipnir has 8 legs. This incredible horse was born after Loki, who had turned into a horse, led the builder's horse away into the forest. This distraction caused the birth of Sleipnir, who became known as Odin's horse. Sleipnir wasn't just fast, he was a symbol of Loki's clever, if not troublesome, antics. Cutting the goddess Sif's hair. Let's talk about when Loki cut off the golden hair of Sif, Thor's wife. This was one of Loki's pranks that went too far. Thor was furious and forced Loki to fix the problem. Loki went to the dwarves, who crafted new, even more beautiful golden hair for Sif. What started as a joke led to Sif getting incredible hair and the creation of several magical treasures. The serpent of Midgard. Now, imagine a serpent so huge that it wraps around the whole earth. That's Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent. Born from Loki, Jormungandr was thrown into the sea by the gods because he was so massive. It's said that when the end of the world, known as Ragnarok, is near, Jormungandr will fight the gods. This giant serpent is a key part of the dramatic events of Ragnarok. The binding of Fenrir. There's the story of Fenrir, a massive wolf and another one of Loki's children. Fenrir grew so big and strong that the gods felt threatened. They decided to use a special magical ribbon, called Sleipnir, to tie him up. This wasn't any ordinary ribbon, it was made from the sound of a cat's footsteps, the beard of a woman, the roots of a mountain, the breath of a fish, and the spit of a bird, things that don't really exist, making it incredibly strong. The gods had to trick Fenrir to bind him with Sleipnir, to ensure the safety of their realm. Blasphemy against the gods. Loki really insulted the other gods during a special dinner in the heavens. He just couldn't help making fun of them. He told everyone secrets using mean and mocking words, which shows just how little respect he had for them. His behavior is a big part of why he is known as the troublemaker god. Now let me tell you a few of the stories Loki told. Let me share some of the stories Loki blurted out. He told everyone about the private beauty rituals that Freya did to keep herself looking good, making her look bad in front of the other gods. Loki also called out Odin, questioning if he was really the smartest god. He made fun of Odin for the way he was choosing heroes to join him in Valhalla, for a big battle that was coming. He didn't spare Freya either. Freya had given away his magic sword, just to win the heart of a giantess named Gerd. Loki laughed at Freya and said that because he gave his sword away, he would be weaponless in the huge battle of Ragnarok. And even though Thor is known for being incredibly brave and strong, Loki teased him for not always thinking things through, suggesting that Thor sometimes showed off his strength without having a good plan. The theft of Idunn's apples. Loki pulled off a major trick by stealing special apples from Idunn, the goddess, who looked after these apples that kept the gods from getting old. He tricked Idunn with his lies, making her think there were even better apples outside her garden, and that she would be safe if she took her apples to meet the giants. But this was all a lie, and because of Loki, the gods started to get old until Idunn was brought back to fix everything. The trigger of Ragnarok. Loki was also the main troublemaker who set off Ragnarok, which is a huge event in Norse myth where the world of the gods comes to an end. It wasn't just one thing Loki did that started Ragnarok. It was a lot of trouble he caused over time. Even after he was caught, his children, Fenrir, the wolf, and Jormungandr, the giant serpent, were let loose. This led to a massive final battle with the gods. Loki's actions were far from just silly tricks. They were a big deal that led to a massive change in the mythological world. The more we examine Loki's behavior, the more we see that he has done nothing but wrong. I'll look for something good to talk about. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like this video. History Spectrum.